Now what you so yet say yeah Iraq Japan. Wakane hu biom. This time around ono anime man na oni ne ye program on the 2 wapomono. Adentia kwekuana akudidi president vice president at him. What do you saying?
I think that the only issue I make a same way being is it's a lesson to everybody. You see, it's better to walk with the convictions. Now, what hold allegiance to your own convictions, to the truth, than becoming somebody's like becoming a dog on a leash, or be a maneuver or somebody who just control you to do whatever. And some now he was only speaking the hard truth that has been sitting on for so long. Because you see, obi otigana habi anadwe mu da hobia will admit say be your mind the man or minor is at the precipice. If you are not careful, this country will slip to perdition. Or minor betia atiabo say that is the reality. So any information that is contrary to that, is an attempt to subject the truth, to subvert the truth. So that is the truth the gentleman has been sitting on for so long because of the leash either to the comb, trying to satisfy certain individuals, but the truth will be suppressed or in the name of partisan politics. But you see, they say individuals, we can be subjective at any point in time, but the truth is always objective. The truth doesn't change. So now he was only trying to whip himself in line to accept the truth, and that is what has brought his predicament and as a follow. So I think that wherever you find yourself, it doesn't matter your friends saying political party as if always and always making sure say you hold allegiance to your convictions, you hold allegiance to the truth. So what kind of crano, that's how build their profile on those particular things. I think it's a bit what I than say building a profile on negativity. Makase, if you build a public image on negative, your friends saying negative publicity, and I say build it on a lie, sir. A time will come, the foundation will wreck, and you come down. What the top form say, pam. That is what is happening to him.
But did his comments warrant a sack?
Definitely not. I told you the guy only spoke the truth. Because the questions he was asking in the kind of a session that he was making, I think I've listened to a few minutes of it. He was only speaking to the harsh reality you and I have been talking about over the years. That this whole government is a charade. The government has failed. The things that Bawumia spoke about, the noise that he made in opposition, calling names, insulting people. And the wife at some point in time was calling the former president a useless person and a whole lot of stuff. This is the reality. This is what you promised. This is not what you promised us. When some now cancer will be delivered, and that is not you are delivered. So at this point, you have failed. You need to up your game. That was the statement that he was making. Dollar ni cedi na na dey campaign. Or dey say the city here. Petro, what is saying?
IMF boss say our economic woes, it's not due to mismanagement, but it's because of COVID, external factors.
That is a manufactured nonsense that must not even come from the IMF. That is absolute nonsense. Now IMF no munimnya. You see, sometimes we are so narrow-minded to the extent that people just want to hoodwink us into believing any manufactured silly things that people come out. Do I need IMF to tell us what caused the wreckage of this particular ship? Does it make even sense? IMF no. You see, some of these things, are just sometimes things that go into some of these comments, say if you are behind the scene, then you understand them. Because the government has a negative public image and they are in negotiations with the IMF. You need public support. So some of these comments are just attempt to help public in line with government just to, have some kind of support for government. And that is why they are doing all these things. IMF no power bear no more to come and convince Ghanaians and say, your friends say, we are here because of what? COVID. We are here because of Ukraine-Russia war. Now, I didn't know your friends say Cote d'Ivoire for one course or pay bailout. I didn't have Togo for one course or pay bailout. I didn't have sub-regional countries and say the economy has crashed, so we won't bailout. Ukraine, Russia war, Ghana and buy. COVID, Ghana and buy. You see, this is a manufactured nonsense. This is absolutely nonsense that you must not even avail your mind to. You see, this thing is pure politics. They are in negotiation, just trying to cut the government some slack. That is why all this, because you and I, we've been discussing the fact why we are here, the kind of your friends decisions that you're taking in the past, and why we are here. It's strictly artificial. The making of certain individuals in government to ensure that we will be here today. Your friends saying, Bosiana ye boy nyansa nim no na yente ha. Yan caution against it.
Yeah.
And the name say we interest payment ye 10 billion na jump to 50 billion na. And no nyog aban na ye na hwana ye. Banking sector clean up na e course no e hwanya creating unemployment instead of creating employment na hwana ye. Was it not a government decision? Yes, it's over 25 billion Ghana cedis. Edigu banks, you know. I don't know a wine decision. Yet, corruption, I cost a wine decision. Last year, you lose over 20.8. You said 12.8 billion. This year, how many? 17. Go back, you find 8, you find 5, you find 2. Sikana ekwana ehwanya. Bosiana yebon Eurobond na subscribe na ehwanya. You see, other ventures I set up a nyansa bia mama mine and benefit here. Now you two among forecast some point in time, a goo and nakono. Hina ye. Sikana, your first state asset na yade mamma for this see come nyansa anymore. Say, oh, mine nifty, no, you see, that is I'm telling you, when you begin to walk through Sanka, ye nyansa. And I will fall for some of this nonsense. But now, no, the ordinary Ghanaian, the average Ghanaian is socially awakened, politically enlightened. People are consuming the information that are coming. People can read in between the lines. Fetch rating in as if on but go and read the report. Then I just say, COVID na my edu has and I say Ukraine Russia war. So these are just distractions just to sway us from the reality. So I think that these things are for the Marines, for the naive and the mind that any initiated into politics will believe some of these things. But the reality is they have run this particular government down. To a minor abo, and that is where we are. That is why today we are going after IMF. When they sworn against the fact that we will never go for IMF bailout. But today we are here because the country is on the precipice. So these are the harsh reality. So that is the reality Kwakwana was speaking to. But unfortunately, he got into the bad books. So the question is, over the years, the various people who have been attacking, the various people who has been insulting over the years, this is the Ghanaian politician for you. So I think they're going forward, we need to just use our conscience instead of emotions. Me say, so who use emotions at the year politics are? Say never, people will continue to take you for granted. But
Ebin also to say because Ken is contesting or has decided to contest for the flag bearership position of the MPP, Kushia and Penny4 vets now, they will use such things against him.
You see, politicians will always look for loose ends. Because now, he has been using him as a dog on a leash to achieve a lot of things. What I say, time has come for the ultimate sacrifice. So a sacrifice. So I trust and also him first. So he was using you are like a dog to him, and will use you to achieve. And then he's going to the higher up, the presidency. And I'll say, Nanya funny and Canada, Japan between our catches of the president. Ghana, we are not serious. And then all called the highest altar. No, you need to make a sacrifice. And the fact dog is available, you sacrifice him. So he's a dog that has been sacrificed for the ultimate. Your friends say. Your friends are ultimate in Ebano. That is what he has done. Because no one himself Sabi and there are a lot of people in the system who are being used. That is the problem. And America say over the years, if he has been critical, if he has been a person what built a reputation, because if you are in the media, you need to build a reputation for yourself. The politician would even be scared of you. Because Onisa Winimo left from your right. You are not a dog that can be put on a leash and you can be engineered and string controlled by anybody. You know your left from your right. Or do what is wrong. You can point out to him. You can take him on a marathon because you know your left from your right. You can read equally as I also reading. So what is the point? At the end of the day, when you are sitting on a platform, you are at par. But what you want ya boboje no asem na nipa no be kanyansa nim kwa na bone ya boboje so na bone ya susoja gum no onu be hu se winnim nyansa. That is how they will see you, and they will use you as a dog And a day will be here for sacrifice, you know, they will sacrifice you. So that is what has done me. I'm not interested in the topic. My only interest in going forward, you know, there are several individuals in the system who are doing the same dog job. There are the same individuals within who are doing the same dog job. A time will come, they will be sacrificed. So it's a wake-up call to everybody. They say stand up to your convictions. So at the end you're wrong, guy. It doesn't matter who is in power. So we end this in NDC bano mudin semuna. You should have the courage and the conviction to confront them. Say, men I'm not talking about man, but Sasa bin semunu way is not the reason why I voted for you. Saku for the woman, you look at him and say, yes, I voted for you, but Sasa semunu way there because at the end of the day, no, me say political parties are vehicles. Yet to capture political power. The ultimate destination is Ghana. So anybody, it doesn't matter where the person stands across the political divide. If their actions, inactions, decisions, whatever that they do, no, inimical to the ultimate good of the bigger destination, Ghana na hold the fortunes of even generation unborn. You must be determined that you confront that particular evil. That is the only thing that will make you a human being. What he has to see all kinds of people think, oh, you are advocating for the opposition, you are speaking against government. But the true test will come when government changes. You have the same courage. That is what makes you a human being. What I say. So going forward, you know, me say, be true to your convictions. Truth never, whenever you see, be bold and speak to it. Basa, you've built a reputation for yourself, and people know have that particular way to use you as a dog. Because if you allow yourself to be used as a dog, a time will come, you'll be sacrificed. And that's exactly what has happened to our brother. So I think when he goes, or Quatanasia, or no, I never want to say, back, about to be a goom. So win him. Media ideas are not here. So it's a lesson.
Ivan,